For 91.9 WFPK Radio Louisville, I'm Nick James, and I'm standing with a couple of members of Frightened Rabbit, but particularly the person that had the moniker Frightened Rabbit first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be kind of funny to, you know, given my dreams of playing in front of many, many people, I would call the band a nickname that was given to me for being a social retard, really.
That's not how I read it, but if you want to deem it that way, I suppose I'll let you go with it.
Yeah.
You know, being as that it's a nickname, do you guys have other nicknames for other people in the band that something a little bit more baughty, maybe? I don't know.
Well,
just for fun.
Well, my brother's in the band, and we started for, you know how Scottish people call a head heat.
Mm-hmm.
We started calling each other Dick Heed around the house for like a year, and it's just stuck. And now I call him Heed. I don't call him by his original name, and he calls me Heed.
They're both Heed. It's confusing.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah. There's no. I'm Heed, and he's Heed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Subtle pronunciation. Yeah.
He's got a silent P.
Oh.
I can't pick it out, but maybe it's just because of the accent a little bit, you know. But I could have done this without having any questions for you and just asked you to talk, because let's face it, people love a Scottish accent in America.
I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, it's not. Has it got a particular poetry or lilt to it that's attractive?
Oh,
Do you find me attractive right now?
You know, I could just curl up and ask you to regale me with stories. You know, I mean, that's what it is.
I could talk you to sleep.
Like a wee
babe.
Yeah. Like a wee babe. Yeah. Because you're with your brother in the group, is there any like sibling rivalry, oasis moments, if you will, that you might encounter?
There's no rivalry. He knows I'm better, superior. So it's not a question, but you know.
Plus you've got that little thing to shock him whenever he gets out of hand around his neck like this, and you can't really see it. He wears high tops, so he never gets out. There's no problem.
There's no problem. I think I've been successfully annoying him since the day he was born, I think, so that does continue in a way, but no, there's a mutual respect. I wouldn't have him in the band if I didn't think he was a top-notch fellow.
Now, when you were putting the band together, one of the stories I read is that one of the people that is in the band with you was asked at a pub while you were both kind of a little under the influence, and you got a text message the next day saying, "Is this real?"
Yeah, well, I knew Andy already, so it wasn't just like I walked up to some guy, but yeah, it was the whole thing. You know, I proposed to him on New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve, and I met up with him. I was like, "Hey, do you fancy coming and doing this?" Because you know, the second album was done. We knew we were going to add another member, and it was kind of about time. So I just thought, to hell with it, and I popped the question, and I'm so glad he said yes. He's a wonderful wife.
We've been playing a couple of your records. Your new one is fantastic as well. Where were you at when you were writing the record? Because each song has its own beauty and its own elegance to it. So.
I mean, yeah, I was right by the ocean in Scotland. I'm serious. Well, you can tell probably. There's a lot of water references. I was in a small village. A friend of mine had a house that he was on tour, so he was like, just go up there whenever you like, and I did. You know, I stayed there for a couple of months, and that was where the whole record came together. Really, yeah. I mean, so. Where I am is really important. You know, I think it comes through in the songs, and I'm really get affected by my geographical position. Yeah.
In terms of geographical position, we're in Chicago, Illinois, but the weather right now is a lot more typical of what you might be experiencing back home. You didn't get the sunshine. You're kind of not escaping it. Really.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm so pale-faced anyway that it's like I prefer this kind of cloud cover is actually good.
Yeah. It's a lot warmer than home as well. We've got the rain. It's not like we could walk about in t-shirts.
Yeah, you must be warm in that garden.
Very warm. I'm trying to work up a sweat, so it looks like I've done something.
You know, that's my secret too. But with my figure, it's a lot easier to pull off.
Right.
The sweating, that is.
Yeah, I sweat a ton. Like, actually, sometimes the problem I've experienced is when you go out drinking at night, then the next day you play a show, you still got that kind of running through the system in a lot of ways, and the sweat that comes out is so stingy on the eyes that sometimes I've played shows where I can't open my eyes because of this horrible booze sweat that's getting into them. So yeah, no, I sweat like a beast.
Don't we all? Don't we all? It looked like on your website you were just stopping in Lolla and then you were headed back across the pond until about October, And then you've
Yep.
got something of a West Coast tour, it looked like to me, lined up.
We got the full run. We're missing a little bit between Chicago and Seattle, like that kind of Montana type.
Well, if you feel like when you're in Chicago, taking a little dip down to Louisville, we'd be more than happy to have
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Can I stay at your house?
you. You can stay at my house,
I'll talk
no
you to
problem.
sleep. I'll talk
Yeah,
you to
perfect.
sleep.
You know, my fiance would enjoy that as well. She
Okay,
loves you
okay,
guys.
it's just three of us.
Imagine
Oh,
you snuggled
good.
in the middle.
Oh, good, my favorite.
Well, thanks for talking with us so much.
All right, cheers.
All right, thank you. It's fantastic.
All right, good.
Cheers.
Nice one.